Tretinoin is the gold standard for anti-aging topical skincare, but so many people tell me that it's not working for them. So why is that? In this video, I am going to explain what tretinoin is supposed to be doing for you, the top reasons why it might not be working for you like it should, and how to reset with a very simple routine to start getting results the right way. You may be surprised when I tell you that you actually may need to pivot away from tretinoin to get results. I'll show you what to use instead, and of course, explain everything in this video. I'm Dr. Maren Locke, known here as the Budget Dermatologist, where I help you make skincare simple and I give you actionable tips so you can start getting results right now, all of course without breaking the bank. If you like this sort of thing, hit subscribe, come follow me on all the other platforms at The Budget Dermatologist. Those are linked in the description of this video. So what is tretinoin actually supposed to be doing? Tretinoin is not just another skincare product. It's one of the most studied ingredients in all of dermatology with decades of clinical data behind it. It's FDA approved for acne, but we also use it for anti-aging because it works at the cellular level. Tretinoin essentially does three main things for anti-aging. Number one, tretinoin speeds up skin cell turnover. Tretinoin tells your skin cells to turn over faster, so instead of dead, dull skin cells sitting on the surface, it helps your skin renew itself. This ultimately helps you with clogged pores, acne, and dullness. It's essentially training your skin to behave like your younger skin. Number two, tretinoin builds collagen. This is the most important part. Tretinoin stimulates collagen production. More collagen in your skin means your skin will have better firmness, smoothness, and fewer wrinkles. And this is not just surface level change. Tretinoin is allowing this to happen deep in the skin over time. And number three, with consistent use, tretinoin can improve your skin texture, fine lines, and it can even fade hyperpigmentation over time. All of these things are not just talking points, these are real changes that are proven in scientific studies. So if they're proven to work, then why isn't it doing what it's supposed to be doing? As a practicing dermatologist, I prescribe tretinoin all the time, and I've walked countless patients through this exact frustration. These are the common problems I identify that hold people back from getting results. Number one, you are having side effects that are canceling out your benefits. The most common issue I see is that patients are developing something called a retinoid dermatitis, which is essentially irritation from the tretinoin. And here's the problem. When your skin is inflamed, it cannot improve. Tretinoin is notorious for being really harsh on the skin. It's hard to tolerate, especially if you have sensitive or rosacea-prone skin. So you have to use it so carefully and so precisely to not get the side effects. And even then, some people still find it impossible to not suffer from retinoid dermatitis. Here's my general advice. Step down to a more gentle form of retinoid that you can get over the counter without a prescription, such as retinaldehyde or retinol. I have my favorites linked in the description of this video. The beautiful thing about more gentle versions is that you can still get results on par with tretinoin, but with way less side effects. This is proven in multiple studies on this topic. Same results, less side effects, more enjoyable to use, no prescription required, no brainer, and these can be very affordable. You see, when you put these forms of retinoid on the skin, your skin actually converts these to retinoic acid, aka tretinoin, so you end up getting tretinoin on your skin, but at a way more tolerable dose. So if you are suffering from a retinoid dermatitis from your tretinoin, consider stepping down to one of these options. Number two, you may not be getting results from your tretinoin or your retinoid because you just haven't used it quite long enough. It takes a lot of patience and consistency, which are very difficult for most of us with busy lives. So here is the general timeline to expect when you start tretinoin. Weeks 1 to 4, that's the ugly phase. Things get worse before they get better. Many people refer to this as the purging stage. You have to push through this phase so that you can actually start to see a difference in your skin. But remember, purging is not the same as side effects like a retinoid dermatitis. You don't want to push through side effects. weeks. Weeks 4 through 8 is like early adaptation. It's going to be lessening of the inflammation and irritation, less symptoms, and starting to begin to get signs of improvement. Then you get into weeks 8 to 12. You start to see mild improvements in acne, a little smoother skin texture, some improvement in your tone. But then months 3 to 6 hit. This is where you start to get visible improvement in the skin, less fine lines, more even skin tone. And then months 6 to 12 is where the real collagen building starts, more firm skin overall and much more refined looking. So you can see that your results will gradually build over time. So if you think that your tretinoin isn't working, but you haven't used it for 6 to 12 months, hang in there. And number 3, this is a huge, huge one and something that you must fully understand before you ever start using tretinoin. There's a major catch with tretinoin such that if you are not using this other product with it, you won't be getting results that you should be getting. Let me explain. So because tretinoin increases cell turnover, this actually allows UV radiation to penetrate your skin up to 1/3 more on that treated skin. So the more UV radiation that gets into your skin, the more photoaging you get. This means that without daily sunscreen, you could be undermining the very anti-aging benefits that you're trying to achieve. Sun protection isn't optional on tretinoin, it's essential. You have to pair your retinoid with SPF 30+ every single day in order to actually see the results that you're looking for. So let's do an easy reset to help you start getting results on a retinoid, not just tretinoin, but over-the-counter options too, like retinol and retinaldehyde. First, stop everything. Make sure your skin barrier is healthy and intact. No inflammation, no irritation. You can use a simple cleanser and a skin barrier repair product like Aven Cyclofate to do this. It may take a day or so, or maybe a week, even more, depending on your skin condition. Or if you prefer a lighter moisturizer instead of the Cyclofate, I have my favorites linked in the description of this video. Remember, no actives, just let your skin barrier reset. When it's time to try your tretinoin or your retinoid, you want to use it only once a week and make sure that your skin is adjusting without side effects. Use just a thin layer on dry, cleansed skin. Do not put this on damp skin. That will increase your irritation risk. You want to spread it evenly over the skin and follow up with a moisturizer. If you need to buffer your retinoid even more, you can actually put a layer of moisturizer on first, then your retinoid, then another layer of moisturizer. Gradually increase this to 2 to 3 times a week, even up to nightly. My sweet spot is around 4 to 5 times a week so that I have at least one rest night per week, or a night to use other skincare products that I need in my routine, such as exfoliation. You don't need your retinoid every single night to get benefits. In fact, I encourage you to not use it every night. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I have everything I mentioned in this video linked in the description below. Make sure you hit subscribe on your way out. Come find me on Instagram at The Budget Dermatologist. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.